As a parent, to watch my kids even take the microphone and talk was impacting, because you think as a parent, well, are they even gonna know what to say? And both of them said very powerful, amazing things that the crowd reacted to. So that was just a joy. It's so neat when your kids say things that make you feel like you did a good job as a parent, or that something that touched them, that you're like, okay, they hear it from me and they ignore it, but then when they hear it in a different arena, it sinks in. And from what my kids were saying, I was like, okay, we've made a connection.
As parents know, your kids aren't always as receptive from you as they would be from their peers or from other young adults. And I think that this gives them the opportunity to grow as individuals. It doesn't teach them to try to, hey, listen, reinforce what I've been telling him my whole life. That's not what this is. It's about him finding out who he is.
My son, I think he made some breakthroughs last year, and this year has been a great year for communication with my son. The best year ever between us during his entire life. He started to grow up a little bit. He started to learn to take responsibility and all of the things that go with, becoming a leader. And I see him with his friends, kind of almost just assuming a leadership role, and people, I see his peers just naturally gravitating to just listening to him or taking his advice and things like that, which is rather remarkable to watch.
This was my daughter's first year, and she's 13, and she already said that she would like to come back. And just the bonding and the encouragement from all of the campers really touched my heart, and I am really looking forward to more years.
It actually had me in tears. If I would have known this experience like this, I would have came here last year. I really want to talk to my sister and have her and my nieces and nephews here, because they need that in their life too. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Seeing my son in front of all those people, I never would have thought in a million years that he would have spoken in front of everybody. He's very shy. It's good just to get him out of their comfort zone. Kids nowadays are all about Fortnite, gaming, social media. They're in their bubble. And it's good to get them back into like when we were younger, where we actually had to sit down across from one another, have a conversation and just talk face to face with each other.
They did a teaching on who are you with, and my daughter realized she's not really with anybody, and that her phone had become the actual tool for how she communicated. And so she said to the crowd, I'm not going to use that as my communication tool anymore, which to me means she got a connection here at the camp. Like, that's major.
Beforehand, I didn't realize how many real world opportunities he was going to have here. It's a week worth of important moments and growth, and yet at the same time fun. I feel like I was silly to not push him a lot earlier in going.
I see the vision of the schools, the clubs, transformation. The schools are the most important. I see the vision with the parents, especially the dads. I see the vision of where it is that you're going.
It's leadership, but it's leadership from the heart. And that's so different than going to college and having someone teach you on leadership and you walk out with a degree and yet you're not leading. This is like the kids here tap into the emotional part of themselves, and then they learn how to take the ball and run with it. So it's not like any other camp you would ever go to. So if somebody's on the fence, I would say, let me push you off the fence. You just need to let them try it. Because I can promise you, there's never a year where the kids don't walk away and say, I'm a different person. And they love it so much. They come back, they want to be mentors. And if you follow the story of the different kids from the camp, it's amazing stories. So it's like there's not a negative.
I've paid for the equivalent now of 11 years of camp, of the program. And it's probably the best money I've spent in my life.